It's like, if you guys remember this 1980s speed metal band named Megadeth, they had a really cool album called Peace Sells, but Who's Buying It? War is profitable. And that's the main point of their song, other than the fact that it was a great mosh tune. But other than that, it was cool. But that's kind of like the thinking here. America gets rich off of war. It's unbelievable. Again, the number one arms dealer on planet Earth. It's not China, it's not Russia, it's us. The 9 committee hearings lead to all of these things called neutrality acts. And this slide's going to be the last thing I talk about today because my voice is like hopeless. Although it's kind of fun talking like this. So there were a series of neutrality acts passed throughout the 1930s as a result of just this isolationist neutrality feeling. And so the United States wanted to actually put it down on paper what would happen. And so it says all of these things generally have some similar ideas. When the president proclaims the existence of a foreign war, certain restrictions would automatically go into effect. Number one, we just got done talking about this. America's not going to sell any weapons to belligerent nations. In other words, nations that are doing bad stuff. They're not going to sell weapons to them. Okay, that's fair, right? Sure. It's like, don't supply people with things that they're going to hurt each other with. It also forbade Americans to travel on vessels of nations at war. In contrast to World War I. Do you remember what happened in World War I? When American people were on ships that were going into war zones and they were sunk. Yeah, like the Lusitania was sunk by Germans. I almost said Japanese. By Germans. We're not going to do that. We're going to keep people back. And the very last thing, this is kind of interesting, that non-military goods are going to be purchased on a cash and carry basis. In other words, if we're going to sell stuff to other countries, they're going to have to bring their own ships, and they pay us there at the port, usually on the East Coast or even on the West Coast or whatever it is. They pay us, they provide the ship, they provide the money, and we give them the stuff so that our ships don't go into harm's way, so that our ships don't get attacked, so that we don't have to declare war. Yes, you guys follow. Good. You know what? Remember, this is what America's position is. Okay? Now, when we come back on Wednesday, we'll get into the things that push us a little bit more off the cliff into war. Okay? Thanks.